sometimes when you look at the camera before, it's like, okay, what are you doing? Let me see, where do I start? I just snacked. Alright. Is any of the boxes over there, or do I have them all over here? I want to show you what I did yesterday. I was out with a friend of mine. We went to the Exclusive Company, which that's actually the name of the store. And they had DVDs on sale there, 3 for $10. I'm like, screw the $5 bin at Walmart, I'll just get some of these. I am missing a box here, I'm not sure which one. Well, I didn't even realize until I got home that 3 of the DVDs I bought were Samuel L. Jackson movies, including this one. This one's stuffed to the gills with stars. Like, everyone in this movie is famous now. And then I got The Matrix, because I don't actually own this movie, and now I finally do. Signed with Mel Gibson. Like, yeah, I got signs with Mel Gibson. He was in the store with me. So you got Tom Cruise, Vanilla Sky. That's a movie that my dad would describe as a Tim movie, but I only saw it one time, like 8 years ago. And I remember it didn't make a lot of sense. Spanglish. This movie I actually saw with my mom when we lived in Memphis. Then we got Meet the Parents, which I don't have that yet, so I wanted to get that. That's so funny when they're at the traffic light and Robert De Niro looks over for the 3rd time and he's got this little smile on his face because he knows he's about to turn left. But I don't know. Oh, and the other funny thing about that movie is the line, "That smell, Bob, is our shit." When he says that, that's funny too. This is Scream 3. I don't have the first 2 yet, so I still need to go get those. But, Basic. This is Samuel L. Jackson again. And then Lakeview Terrace. Samuel L. Jackson is pretty much the reason I got these last 2, because he's just so funny. I don't even think he's trying to be half the time, and he still is. Oh, and I also got a CD, because my sister has talked about her so much for like the last 2 years now, so Kate Nash. I haven't heard it yet or anything. I mean, obviously the cellophane is still on it. I'm thinking of replacing that Dave Matthews CD in my car, because I've had that in for like 2 months now, and it's getting old. Every single time I go out to the car now, it's like, shake me like a monkey, baby. It's just getting old, you know. Yeah, I just keep taking these drinks of water because I can't stop. Because I greedily ate up all my Swiss cake rolls and I ran out. Because my greedy ass ate them all up. You know, the pig that I am. So I had to go off to the gas station and get some dough cuts. Or some donuts. Sometimes I see it spelled as dough cuts on the boxes at work, like a long time ago. So maybe that's like donuts in German or something, I don't know. I need to get this change out of my pocket. It's making my pants heavy. It's making my pants fall down. So, let's see. What else is there? Yeah, by 10:30 I'm ready to punch back. I don't know if you can see this picture. This is of me, like, after getting really mad one day and I was punching the boxes in the freezer. And, like, you can't see anything in the picture, though. That's what sucks about it. I wish you could see my face, because it looks like I was really mad there. Like, I was really hurting. You know, since anger is merely an extension of hurt. Yeah, and, like, I was going to make a video about, like, Majora's Mask to explain why I was being so stupid in my videos on that yesterday. But, you know, I actually tried to make a video about that yesterday, but I got too whiny, I think. It's just, like, people kept saying, you know, I can't believe how stupid you are that you didn't figure this out. And I'm like, dude, you know, there was a reason that I didn't figure it out. There was a reason behind my thought processes, behind every single thing that I did or didn't do. And you ask the fairy what to do, and she says to dodge the attacks. Or, well, that's just one thing you can do. I mean, you don't have to ask the fairy, and normally I don't, because most of the time, like, you know, I mean, how many times have we seen something in a video game where it says to do it a certain way, but there's a much easier or better way to do it? I can't tell you. Like, there must be millions of examples of that, even though I can't think of one specifically right now. So I kind of just ignored it, because I thought, well, dodge the swords. I can't even do that. I don't move that fast. I don't know. It's like when I see myself on the screen dodging, I see myself moving a certain distance. And when I see those swords look longer than that distance. So my first thought was, well, dodging is not going to work. It turns out it does work, even though it still looks like the sword is hitting you after you dodge. I guess it's a whole 3D thing or something. I don't know. Listen to me stumbling. And then there was all this hullabaloo about a switch right at the beginning of the temple that I didn't hit. And if I would have hit it, it would have revealed a treasure that I could have gotten right away. But I didn't know that. Like, you know, that's not how Zelda games work. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been playing a Zelda game and there's been a switch, like, really early on that I went ahead and hit because I saw it there, but then it turned out I wasn't supposed to hit it, so I have to go and switch it back, you know, and go do something else first and then hit the switch. You know, and if they put a switch in the first room, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's a trap, and I'm not supposed to hit it yet, so I didn't hit it. And after a while, I should have hit it before I left the temple. Like I said, what do you got to lose? But the biggest one is, like, there's this part of the temple where there's a hole in the ceiling, and you're supposed to bomb the room above it to bring light down into this room. But the problem is that when I went into that room, I didn't realize I was going down a flight of stairs. I didn't realize that the room I was in was below where I just was. I thought I was just walking straight across into another room. I didn't notice I was going down a flight of stairs. Because a lot of times I look away from the TV while I'm playing. And one of the best times to do that in Majora's Mask, as anyone will tell you, is when you're going from one room to the next, because who wants to watch that? You see Link walk through a door 100 times. That's not interesting anymore. So you take that chance to look away from the screen to see how many emails you got, or to see what time it is, or to see who that was that drove by outside, you know, just anything like that. So that's usually when I look away, and I just happened to look away when I was going down that flight of stairs, and I thought I was just going through a door straight into another room. So when I saw that hole in the ceiling, I thought, oh, okay, I haven't been there yet. And it turns out, well, I was just there, and that's why I didn't think to bomb it, and that's why I didn't think that that's how you would get light in there. I'm like, well, holy shit. But all of it was because I didn't realize that I was going downstairs in between the two rooms. It's not because I couldn't figure out to bomb the hole. I didn't know that that room was below the other one. You know, it's like I was saying earlier, I was getting all these games in the mail and stuff. You know, and I had this one person that was hating on me for that, saying, you know, you're a loser who still lives with your parents. I'm like, dude, I don't live with my parents. If people want to say that I do, that's fine. But I don't. And the thing that bugs me about that the most is how else would they know that I was getting games in the mail, except unless they watched that video where I gave thanks to the people who did send me games. And in that video, it was clearly on my dry erase board. It said August rent $345. Because I can afford them. You know what? I can afford them just fine. But I'm not going to pass up the opportunity if somebody sends me one. And most of the time, have tried to go out to pawn shops around here. I'm telling you, there are no pawn shops around here. There are no pawn shops, period, in this city. I have to go all the way to Appleton just to find 2 or 3 of them up there, most of which have been torn down and turned into tanning salons or some crap, you know, some superficial crap. Never mind. But it's just, you know, I mean, there are worse things happening than that, because I didn't ask for any of these games. It's not like I went on to uStream and did a stream and took up donations. That would be asking for it. And there are people who do that when their video game systems break down or computers break down. They just go on to uStream and take up donations to cover it. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but to say that I'm doing something wrong and that that's not wrong, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about the whole streaming thing, I gotta be honest, because, you know, I have this idea in my head that maybe if I do a stream for my dad to raise money for my dad because he's got cancer, you know, but I'm also thinking to myself, well, you know, I may have 8,000 subscribers now, but if I just waited 1 year at the rate I've been going, I'll have 40,000 1 year from now, so why not wait till then? I probably have a much better chance. But the problem is that 1 year from today, they might have stopped letting people do that now. And one day people are going to figure out that it's not good form to do that, and they're going to say, well, you can't do it anymore, so then I won't be able to do it for my dad. But I can't do it now because I don't really know how to, and I don't want to do it now anyway. If I could do it and get 5 times the response if I just waited 1 year, I don't know, dude. So I kind of have mixed feelings about that whole thing. I'm trying to decide what I should do or when I should do it or if I should even do it at all. Or if I should do it now before, you know, it becomes an unpopular thing. Well, I should probably say goodbye because I kind of got to go. So, yeah. So I will see you next time on the flip side. Now and forever.